Geronimo by Shepherd. You're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and oh my gosh, have I got an amazing show lined up today, because I have two of the greatest new presenters here at Insanity Radio in the studio simultaneously. Introduce yourselves.
Hello, so I am Camille.
And I'm Georgia.
And we do a show together on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we play 20th century music through the years, Wednesday mornings from 10 to 11.
Yes, we do. That's a little plug for our show. But, yeah.
So you joined Insanity Radio at the start of this term, and you're about 6 or 7 shows in now. And how are you finding it?
Oh, we love it.
It's insane. It's insanity.
It's insanity indeed.
I love radio.
Yeah, it's something that we wanted to do a lot. We were talking about it in first year quite a lot. We were like, we should do that, because we have very similar music tastes. It's what we really bonded over as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we thought, okay, second year, it's our time.
It's our time.
It's our time.
Force you guys to listen to 20th century music.
Exactly. It's a really nice thing to force people to do, I think. So
why 20th century music?
I don't even really know how to describe it. I do listen to music that's coming out now, but there's just something about 20th century music. I'm really into music in minor key.
Yeah, you are.
Specifically, I don't know why. And 20th century music has a lot of that in it. I love 80s music. When I first joined uni in my first year, I think I said this on our show. 80s music, don't know why, just like got me through the first term of uni. I was obsessed with it. So
it's quite happy, a lot of it, and even the ones that aren't, it's quite like, I think the synths is kind of like, it's quite positive even when it's not.
Yeah, exactly. And when
quite soundtracky as well.
Yeah, and when
lots
we met,
of films.
I think we bonded over that kind of music. So just sort of like developed my love for it, and you introduced me to so much more 20th century music.
I only listen to 20th century music. I don't know what's coming out the charts unless I go to the SU. I'm like, oh, what's this? And they tell me.
Do you do 20th century television as well? I'm curious now.
Oh. I mean, I watch a lot of 70s themed shows.
Yeah.
My family watch them too.
I've watched like all of the original series of Star Trek.
Oh yeah, she loves
I'm a
them.
big fan. It's like a little guilty pleasure for me if you don't know. I love it. So yeah, I spent a good couple of months binging all of that.
I watch a lot of...
I watch more movies, I think, than 20th century TV. I watch more 20th century movies.
Mm-hmm. I watch a lot of Morecambe and Wise and very old like TV comics. I adore them.
She's a big fan.
I'm a very big fan. And the two Ronnies. And so lots of 70s TV shows and comedy I adore. Like Victoria Wood from the 80s as well.
Oh yeah, I love Victoria Wood.
I love her. Yeah, so she's she's amazing, yeah.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah. So you're in your second year now?
Yeah.
Here at the university, here at Royal Holloway. What are you studying?
I study classical studies, which is kind of culture about ancient Rome and Greece.
Mm. And I do classics, so I do some of that, but mostly the languages, so Latin and ancient Greek I learn.
Classics and classical.
Yeah. Complementary.
They coincide perfectly together. You could know everything about that era.
We could do a mastermind together. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, our chosen topic could be the whole of the ancient world.
The whole of the ancient world, exactly. Yeah.
Oh well. So classical studies, does that sometimes involve any kind of performances?
Well, speaking of...
Not the department... I mean, there's Classics and Drama course, which I think is really cool, because they are quite complimentary. Mm-hmm. But the Classic Society, which we're both committee members of...
Yes, it's a little plug for Classic Society.
Yeah, we're doing lots of plugs today.
Awesome.
And they put on plays each term.
But twice a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually bidding.
We are.
We're bidding a play, hoping to put on a play.
Yeah. I think it's the most publicised bid there's ever been, to be honest.
Yeah.
We are bidding a play.
Just let everyone know. We're hoping to bid Thyestes, which is an ancient Roman play by Seneca.
Which is quite unusual, because a lot of the ancient plays are Greek.
Mm. Interesting.
So quite unusual.
Ancient. So watch this space, huh?
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Awesome. Is there somewhere people can go at the moment to find out more about this, or is it something we're going to have to wait and see?
End of term is when the bids will happen, I think.
Yeah. If you want to bid your own play, you can look at the Classic Society Facebook page, and it'll tell you everything you need for a bid.
I put all the info on that.
Yeah, Camille, our media officer. Hardworking.
And so then by the Christmas holidays, things will go out about auditions and everything. So that's when you'll find out more about what play and all the info.
Yeah, so you have to bid a play, then a panel will like choose out of all the bids which one they want to put on, and then like the group that's bidded the play gets chosen, releases audition information and stuff, and then you can find that. and audition if you like to act.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds good. What do you say we throw on a few more tunes?
Oh, let's do that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. See, one of the reasons I absolutely love your show is because you stick to the sort of retro music.
Yeah.
The stuff people say it's old stuff, it's stuff I grew up with.
No,
it's not good.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So I've a lot of this playlist today is inspired by your show because
Oh,
I found some
how
of
exciting.
I found some of my favourite 80s tracks. That,
Oh, I love that.
and I've put yeah. So yeah.
Go on. Yeah, I believe in you.
So does anybody want to introduce the next song?
Okay, you can do.
The next song is Just the Two of Us by Bill Withers.
Hi, this is Vernon Kay, and whenever I'm in Surrey, I always make sure that my wireless is tuned in to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. None of that AM rubbish. This is FM.
Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic by The Police. Before that, we were listening to Just the Two of Us by Bill Withers. This is Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and this is Georgia, and this is Camille. And
Hi.
Hello.
Everybody is everybody, and everything's everything, and you out there are the listeners, or viewers, because this will be on YouTube later. Check it out. Yes, folks. Whoop, whoop.
Making our YouTube debut.
Yeah, exactly. Hello.
Yes, YouTube debut. You have not been on YouTube before.
No.
Actually, it's a lie.
Oh, yes, you have.
I have.
Quite recently, actually.
Quite recently.
It's hilarious. It's amazing.
Do we get to know more, or is that a
Yeah,
story?
you can know more. Just a little, I don't know if I was going to plug for myself.
Yeah, do it.
I was a scare actor at Thorpe Park for Fright Nights, and I worked press night, and a really famous YouTuber for Thorpe Park called Jack Silverstone filmed his experience going through. So you can see me
It's so funny.
looking scary and scaring some people if you like.
He finds her particularly scary. He keeps
Yeah.
being like, I can hear her. I can hear it. It's so funny.
It's just his face.
Still is.
It's hysterical.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
That was the only other time for
Oh my
YouTube.
gosh, what a gig. That is a gig I've always wanted.
It was so much fun.
I would be pretty terrifying, let's face it, even without all this face.
You actually don't have to be that scary. It's all about like how you scare.
I want to be scary.
Well, you can be if you believe in yourself.
It doesn't take much believing for me. Oh wow, that is awesome. So that was effectively but are you identifiable on this video if you're all kitted out?
Yeah, well, if you know me, then probably.
We could hear you be like,
Okay.
that's Georgia.
Yeah, you can hear me
That's
because there's
her.
like a bit where he's just like filming black in the tunnel, and you can hear me like growling, I guess,
Growling.
before he gets to me, and they were like, "There's Georgia."
There she goes.
Doing a little growl.
Do we get to have a reenactment of this growl live on
It's
air?
kind of just like.
There we go.
That's pretty scary,
It is,
actually.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not want to encounter that sound in a
I
dark
can't
room.
even have just done that on air.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, so.
That's, wow. So if anybody has got any horror videos coming up or anything, we've got an actress in the room.
Well, exactly.
Hello.
Oh wow, that's incredible. That's 2 minutes of conversation from one simple question. That is awesome. I love you both already. And now, a lot of my show is usually based on some interesting stories and fun facts and that kind of thing. And I encountered an interesting story that I wanted to share very briefly before we throw on some more amazing tunes that we'll be introducing later. But not very long ago, I found out that the David Cameron, back in 2016, had lifted the ban on women applying for military roles on the front line, on the ground patrol units, and I thought that was an amazing thing to be doing because it's about time that everybody had equal opportunities to be taking up whatever roles they wanted to do. And since then I've discovered that it's been opened up for roles in the SAS and the SBS as well. So females, there's already 35 females recruited in the armed forces, and the applications and things are going to be starting in December this year.
Cool.
But I just thought that was absolutely amazing. There was more, but I got bored now. Let's move on, shall we? Because I've got some fun facts, and I love fun facts, and facts are fun.
Oh, we like
and
that too.
Yeah.
Are you fans of Superman?
Yes.
You are.
Sure.
That was a blatant no-brainer, wasn't it? It's like, yes.
Yeah, I am.
Did you know that originally Superman could leap from building to building, but the original Superman character couldn't fly?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they decided that the only reason Superman could fly, was changed to be able to fly, was because the original comic artist thought it would involve too much effort to draw his legs bent against buildings and leaping off of them all the time. So I just thought, if we just draw him flying, he'll be straight all the time. No problem. That's the only reason Superman can fly.
Wow, that is interesting.
Lazy artist.
I really like that. I like that. Lazy artist. Classic.
Oh, wow. Actually, I'm going to throw out one more fun fact because I'm looking forward to hearing these songs. So one more fun fact, and we're going to throw in a bit more music. Ants. Okay, I'm going to throw this one out as a bit of a riddle. Yes.
Oh, a riddle. I love a riddle.
I'm going to throw this out as a bit of a puzzle for you.
Okay.
How many people do you think it would take to equal the weight of every ant on the planet?
Is there a genuine answer?
There's a genuine answer.
I'm thinking it's going to be more than we think it is.
Do you think?
I don't know. Possibly.
Well, how much is an ant? Let's be realistic. But then the whole of the world.
The whole of the world.
Also depends on the ants, because you see, I'm a Celeb, the ants are huge in Australia.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I
reckon it's going to be something like 100 people, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, because that seems like a lot. But like 100 of the same weighted people, different weights.
Oh, now we're getting technical.
Yeah, we're very technical.
Wow.
We're technical with our riddles.
We've seen
break them down. Sorry, that got me.
This is where we're going to start getting 12 fat people and 8 skinny ones.
Should we just go for a number? You choose. Go on.
Okay. I'm liking the 100 zone.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little bit more.
120?
A bit more.
24?
124.
124 people would equal the same weight as every ant in the world.
Sure.
I want to know what the listeners think. Tweet us. Yes, tweet us into the studio at Insanity Radio and let us know what you think. And I'm going to reveal the answer after we've played some more music.
Okay, well, we're going 124.
Yeah.
You're going 124. Awesome. Tweet into the studio. Let us know what you think at Insanity Radio.
I'll try and work the Twitter sphere.
In the meanwhile, we've got 2 songs lined up that have been requested. Got my mind set on you.
George Harrison, a favourite.
Why this one?
Well,
George Harrison.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite artists of all time. My mum and I both adore his music, and it's a really jolly one. It's kind of his introduction into the 80s kind of genre. Yeah. I really love it.
Awesome. Followed by Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yeah, I really like this 80s song. I don't particularly know why. I think I really like the rhythm, the melody. It's quite upbeat, but also quite different from a lot of 80s stuff. You don't hear, there's not like a crazy amount of synth, which I like, because I like synth as much as the next person, but a lot of 80s is just has synth thrown at it, whereas this one's a little bit different, and I like the distorted voice at the beginning.
Smooth. So if you don't know it already, where have you been?
Yeah, exactly.
Stick around to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM.
All the latest music, charts and chat.
Insanity Radio.
I got my mind set on you.
Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. Before that, we had Got My Mind Set on You by George Harrison. You're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and this is
Camille.
And this is
Georgia.
And these are the listeners.
Yeah.
Woo! The listener.
No, I know we have more than one.
My dad just said he's listening as well.
Oh, Ross, hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hope gardening's going okay.
Yeah.
Hello. So we've had some guesses into the studio because before the link I was asking how many ants we think it would take, how many humans we think we would need to equal the weight of every ant on Earth.
Well, I think we got it quite wrong because Camille and I said 124. Our friend Daisy has said 1 billion. And my friend Sammy has said that there's 1 million to every person, so he's going to say the world.
He's going to say the world.
Yeah, he thinks the whole world.
He thinks every single human in the entire world would equal the weight of every ant in the world.
Unless I've read it wrong, but I'm going to go with that.
That's around 7.4 billion people, which is the right answer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Sammy, would you look at that? Well done.
Wow, I am impressed. It's
very impressed.
Which is 1 or 2 more than 124.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we gave it a good go, but it's not our thing.
No, we were discussing how it's really not our thing.
No. No.
Stick
just,
to the classics.
Yeah, stick to the
Keep to the
statues.
ancient.
This is why they're not here
Straight and narrow.
studying anthology.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What a relief.
And maybe we shouldn't base all of our ant knowledge on I'm a Celeb.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I don't even watch it that much as well.
That's another interesting fact. There's once Egyptian pharaohs once upon a time used to use slaves to keep bugs away from their homes. They used to put them by the front entrance of their homes, completely naked and coated in honey and other sweet foods and things to keep bugs.
I've heard that
Stick to
before.
the honey.
Yeah, I think it's probably from Horrible Histories or something.
That's
Probably.
a horrible history. It could be Horrible Histories is
Yeah.
on Netflix right now.
I know.
Harmonised.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah. We do live together, so we are starting to morph a bit.
That's true.
Oh dear.
Oh, smooth. I don't even know where to go with this now.
Sorry.
Oh dear.
I used to love Horrible Histories. I've seen it on Netflix. I still haven't watched it on Netflix. I remember
We've watched
watching
it
it years and years ago, and I used to love it so much. And I'm just scared that if I watch it again, it's not going to have the same buzz that it did 10 odd years ago.
I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah? You reckon I
I'm
should
just
give it
there
a
for
go?
the songs, really.
Yeah, the songs are great.
Oh, the songs were awesome.
Yeah, the
So
songs
good.
were
So
awesome.
clever.
Oh, I remember them so well. Oh well, so we've had a couple of we've had a song request in from somebody as well. Do you
Yeah,
want
from my friend Christy. So if you're listening driving to pick up your sister, the next song we're going to play is for you.
to? Oh, should I throw it straight on now?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, why not? Let's do this. Thank you for listening. Stick around.
103.2 FM, Insanity Radio.
She keeps a Moet Chandon in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette.
A Killer Queen by Queen. And yes, that was a request for...
Christy.
See, we're already...
Christy.
We've been here 35 minutes. We're already finishing each other's sentences.
I know.
This is
Look
awesome.
at
Thank you for listening. Thank you for the request. Keep
Yeah,
them rolling
thanks.
in.
Yeah.
Tweet us at Insanity Radio and we will get your songs on here.
Yeah, yeah.
We will. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We can present it.
Oh, wow. Yesterday was celebrating the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to say what we think.
This might be so anticlimactic now.
Okay, great.
The
You go,
25th
you go.
anniversary of a Mrs. Doubtfire movie.
Oh no.
I did see that online, but it's not what we were thinking of.
I thought the excitement seemed a bit excessive.
I just love that movie.
I mean, I do.
You know, it's a good film, but no.
They were almost huddled together in excitement.
We were on totally different pages.
Oh, wow. I'm so curious now. What was it you were...
We were just...
24,
It was
25.
No, it was the 20... Oh, well, you were thinking something different. I was
Yeah,
going to say it was the
Freddie-
27th anniversary of
The
Freddie
27th
Mercury's death
death.
yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's definitely cheerful.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you were totally
so you were
different
like,
now.
Wow.
But Mrs. Doubtfire's wonderful.
Yeah, but Mrs. Doubtfire, great.
And you were on at 24th, 27th. You were
Where were
I
you
know.
going?
I misread the numbers. It was my eyes, not my.
It was 91, I think it happened.
Wow.
91
Sorry.
91.
that he passed, yeah. So
Yeah.
it would have been 27 years.
Wow, okay. And yeah, it was 4 years ago when Robin Williams passed away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, but Mrs. Doubtfire
Much
was
loved.
one of the best blockbusters of that year.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, the only film released that year that beat it was Jurassic Park.
Oh, wow.
And that's an achievement. It's an achievement that's basically unheard of for live action comedy stuff.
Yeah, but see, comedy is
It's-
quite hard.
I know. It's a comedy. It's very hard. Mrs. Doubtfire pulled it off.
Yeah, because there wouldn't have been a lot at that time like Mrs. Doubtfire.
No.
No.
Like you wouldn't have seen guys dressing up like women and
Also,
stuff.
because he's stand-up, he can do all these different impressions. He's been on studying like
I think it's hilarious.
Oh, I love it. I watched it quite recently with my family.
Oh, really?
Hysterics, yeah.
It's good. I like
so
it.
good.
Yeah, I thought it was also. Speaking of TV, actually, I just read something a few days ago. Coronation Street and EastEnders might be forced into airing after the 9 p.m. watershed very, very soon because they've been using alcohol and promoting alcohol in the pubs and the bars for so long now. And
Interesting.
there's adverts between the show. It's advertising alcoholic beverages and children, teenagers are watching this. Experts are saying it's encouraging and promoting and plugging alcohol use and so it might be getting shifted to
That's
after the
interesting.
9. I know sometimes in the past they have they have aired some stories after the 9 o'clock watershed.
Yeah, because I was going to say some stuff touches on things which you would probably put on after 9 p.m.
Some stuff.
That's interesting about the alcohol, though.
But the alcohol thing, something that's been done for years and years and years, and it's only just recently they've decided it's an issue, which is maybe it's taken them about 30 odd years to do the research. Their research did involve analysing 1,140 commercial breaks and 611 TV shows to get the estimates that they had. So it's quite an intensive one.
Yeah, I would struggle to
clear background research.
I think it was the Centre for Tobacco and Alcoholic Beverages in Oxford University that conducted the research. So it could be interesting. It's shifting it permanently till after 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, I wonder how people will take that.
Yeah, so we'll have to reschedule their evenings.
Yeah, I don't know. After
gonna
so
upset
many
you.
years.
I feel like soaps could become quite a big part of some people's lives, so it's like, right.
8 o'clock, EastEnders.
8 o'clock. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe they could do it slightly differently. Maybe Coronation Street and EastEnders could start covering their beers with like lemonade brands. Cola.
Yeah, just
would they not then get in trouble for like false advertising?
we could have Phil Mitchell getting drunk on Orangeade.
I mean, it's possible, I think.
Sugar Rush.
Sugar Rush, exactly.
Oh wow! So I mean, I should I find another fact?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
I love facts.
I'm enjoying this.
That's awesome. Okay, this one. I like this one. This one. This one's very interesting. Laughter. I mean, everybody says laughter's the best medicine for everything.
Yeah.
But did you know that
I like that.
most laughter that emanates from people is not as a result of a joke or something funny happening? Almost 80% of laughter that emanates from people comes from general questions like "How are you doing?" and "How have you been?" and stuff like that. And
interesting.
That's very interesting, isn't it? So I can't imagine how much laughter there has to be to compensate for the stand-up comedy shows and that.
Just want to ask you, how are you? You're like,
just laugh at them.
It's quite a good answer.
It's a very valid answer for a lot of people, especially students at this time of the year, because you've got the exams and the studies and reading week and everything. How have you been? You really want to know.
Yeah, exactly. And people fill in a lot of things like awkward laughter. You know, when someone says something to you, you just sort of laugh to fill the silence.
Yes.
Also, when you're really tired and you just laugh because you just do.
Yeah, that's a big thing in our household.
Yeah, we just tired laugh all the time.
I always get people saying to me, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "I didn't even realise I did."
Yeah.
I was like, and I didn't even know I did it. It's just
You feel like you laugh really unconsciously, like you're unaware of doing it.
Yeah, subconscious laughter.
Because you don't think like, I'm going to laugh now.
Yeah.
That was funny, I'm going to laugh now. It just happens.
Yeah.
In 1 minute, they went from doubting that fact to coming up with 20 reasons why it could be valid. That is incredible.
We love laughter.
Now, another thing that you said on your last show that you love a bit of country music. And you
this one over here in particular. She loves it.
I love country music.
And that you want to start implementing a bit more of it onto your show.
Yeah.
Remind some of the listeners when the show is.
Our show is Wednesday mornings from 10 to 11. So bright and early. Have your breakfast, listen to our tunes.
Yeah.
Yes. Breckers, retro music, and maybe a few country songs.
That's the title of our show from now.
Smooth. So there's a couple of songs that I put onto the system very recently. Well, one a while back and one as recent as this morning, because I love a bit of country music too. And after listening to your show, I was like, I'm inspired. I love country music too.
Yeah. I really like a lot of the old country music.
Old country music.
Yeah, like Keith Whitley and stuff like that. I like the old ones.
Some of the more recent country music I'm listening to, I feel like it's not the country that I knew.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared.
People who are listening who know me, I don't know why, this makes me sound like a very sad person, but I love a sad song. I love a song like in a minor key that's got like a lot of emotion behind it, which is why I like a lot of the old country music, because it's always about singing about, you know, like your partner or your husband or wife or whatever.
So if you hear the sound of running water in the shower and somebody singing Hurt by Johnny Cash, you know you've moved in next door to...
She actually does listen to it in the shower, which is hilarious.
Joke, but my housemates walk past and be like, oh, I know you're in the shower this morning because I can hear the country music and like stuff like that. So you joke, but it's serious.
On that note...
so funny.
End of the Line by Travelling Wilburys.
Really exciting.
Really exciting.
Well, it's all right.
Girl in the Country, a song by Marion Tay. Before that, we were listening to End of the Line by Travelling Wilburys. What does everybody think?
Loved it.
I love Travelling Wilburys so much.
Oh, I love the
So
country.
much. Yes, that was a fun favourite both.
The country or the music?
Country music.
Oh.
Country music, yeah.
Country music.
That's a diplomatic way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and I'm joined in the studio by Camille and Georgia.
Hello.
Who have their shows on Wednesday at 10 in the morning. So get up in the morning, get your coffee, get your breakfast ready, and tune into their show for some awesome retro music and country classics, because they are going to be around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And start getting those autographs in before the queue starts to form, because
Yes, please.
the only way is up.
I love this.
Yeah, same.
Now, this year, people have been getting all worried about some of the bad news that's been happening on media, on social media, some of the negative stories, some of the bad stuff that's been going on. We've heard about poisonings and school shootings and presidential meddling and all sorts of other bad stories, but there's also been some really, really, really good stories going on that people have kind of forgotten about already. And I have listed some of these to read about and to talk about in the show today.
Awesome.
Because we have the guy that's now nicknamed Spider-Man, the man who scaled a tower block in Paris to save the baby that was dangling over the edge of the balcony.
What?
Whoa! Did you not know about
No.
this?
I did not know that.
I did not know about
I
this.
feel really tuned out of the world now.
Well, there's this video footage emerged online, taken from a camera phone, of a small toddler, I believe it was, hanging from a balcony in a tower block in France. It must have been about 5 or 6 stories up, maybe more.
Wow.
I can't remember. And there's a 22-year-old man called I forget what his name was now. I'm sorry, dude. If you're listening in right now, I'm
Awesome
sorry.
dude who scaled the wall.
Yes, the awesome dude climbed, just scaled up the side of the building, climbing from balcony to balcony up to that 5th or 6th or 7th floor,
Wow.
whatever it was, and managed to help push the baby onto the balcony and just, wow,
That's insane. I love news like that.
Yeah.
that is awesome.
You never hear enough
yes.
good news.
No, I know.
It's still quite a bit. There's a lot of people arguing that it might have been faked or these sort of things, and there's been some controversy around it. But I mean, the man who did this deed got a gold medal award from the council, the government, the mayor in Paris, or somebody in Paris, an authority in Paris, and he got a visa to stay there as he was visiting. He was visiting from somewhere.
Somewhere that wasn't Paris.
Somewhere that wasn't Paris, yes. And of course there was the boys saved from the Thai cave.
That was such a good story.
Yes, the Wild Boars junior football team. There's 22 boys in total, was it not?
So, yeah.
Who were stuck in the cave after the water, the
tide filled out the cave, I think.
Yes, and over 10,000 people. 10,000 people gathered from around the world to help that rescue effort.
That's
and
incredible.
each and every single one of them boys got out of there pretty much completely unscathed.
Yeah.
There was one fatality, I believe. Somebody...
A diver.
One of the divers passed away
Yeah.
with asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like that was such a difficult word to say?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation.
One person. But that's the one. Thank you. You need to be a full-time presenter on this show. But that's just another amazing.
That's an incredible story.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And there are just so many more, especially with the ecology. I'm just going to say, especially with cleaning up the planet as well.
Yeah.
Because we had the Pacific Cleanup Voyage, which is officially begun now in September. The Ocean Cleanup Project. I'm gonna start learning how to use words one day.
I mean,
don't worry, I'm
yeah,
still learning.
Honest.
I'm still learning.
There's a gadget called Ocean Cleanup System 001, which is now just off the coast of Hawaii.
Nice.
And its goal is to sort of collect this entire Mexico-sized swath of rubbish that's floating in the ocean, and it's called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Wow.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Well, it's a big strip to see actually, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, and this big gadget has been dubbed Wilson.
Wilson, Wilson. That's amazing.
Yes, as a commemorative moment of the castaway.
Oh, I like that.
That's nice. I didn't know that.
But I think, unless you want to talk about some things, because I'm struggling to string a
That's
coherent
all right, let me
sentence
think.
together at the moment, I might throw on a few more tunes because we've had another song request into the studio.
Yes, my friend all the way in St Andrews, Scotland, has requested.
Thanks
She's
for
listening.
listening.
Yeah, she requested "Loveful" by the Cardigans. Not a song
Such
I know that.
a tune.
Well,
I know it a lot.
You know it well.
Yeah.
I didn't know it, so I thought, okay, I'm going to take your word for it and suggest
It's a great
it for
request.
You. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for
Thank
listening
you.
in all the way from Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
Scotland.
I upload my videos to YouTube, and there's one very committed listener I know called Retro Stevie, who I know
Retro
from
Stevie.
when I used to stream on Twitch TV years ago, the gaming streaming community, and there's one particular friend of mine who sort of followed me from there to Insanity Radio, and he comments every single YouTube video I upload. He leaves a full running commentary on his opinion on every topic, every moment of the entire show. And he too lives in Scotland.
Oh, no way. Hello.
With his little
everybody.
sidekick, Gerald the giraffe.
Oh, hello there. Thanks for
I
listening.
wonder if they're in proximity. I wonder if they know each other. That could be interesting. But until we find out, we have Loveful by the Cardigans.
Sweet.
Thank you for the request and thank you for listening in. You was awesome.
Dear, I fear we're facing a problem. You love me no longer. I know, and maybe
Jamming by Bob Marley and the Wailers, which was another request we had into the studio.
Yes, our housemate.
Daisy, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
Daisy.
her work,
Daisy.
listening to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Daisy, I love the name Daisy.
It's good.
I haven't heard the name Daisy in such a long time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually, I always think that. I'm like, I don't know any other people called
She's
Daisy.
my first friend of it called Daisy. Yeah.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh, Daisy.
Hi,
Oh,
Daisy.
Daisy.
That's
Yeah.
such a sunny name. It's so bright and cheerful. Wow, you're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and I'm joined in the studio by two of the next best upcoming presenters here at Insanity Radio. Georgia and Camille. Camille.
There we go. Camille.
No, Camilla.
No.
Oh, it's Sunday. I'm allowed.
Of course. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yes, Daisy, thank you so much for listening in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've had more than one listener for the past 6 months, or all
Well,
these song requests coming in.
A lot of our house is listening. I think Charlotte's listening.
Yeah.
In. Good
Hi,
morning.
Charlotte. Good morning to you.
Song request. Go for
Yeah.
Yes,
Send us
Charlotte.
a request, Charlotte, and we'll play it for you.
Yeah.
We're here until 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
Do this.
we are.
Make it happen. You know you want to. Oh, wow. So, yeah, okay. So,
More facts?
why not? Let's do
I
more
love a fact.
I'm enjoying the fact
Okay,
learning.
let's do some more facts. Did you know that koalas have fingerprints? And not only do they have fingerprints, they are exceptionally similar to the fingerprints of humans. To the
Interesting.
point where it would actually be theoretically possible for a koala to commit a crime and
Leave
stitch a
evidence.
human up
Oh.
for it.
Oh.
They are so similar to humans
Wow.
that it could be mistaken for a human fingerprint.
That's so cool.
Interesting.
Also, if a koala had a phone and could log in with its own little fingerprint,
It's-
that'd be so nice.
That's such a sweet thing.
Just a little thought. So I share.
I feel like Apple's missing out on, on the whole market here.
That's their next sound. It's going to be koalas with phones.
Exactly.
Nip over to New Zealand and Australia, go find yourself some koalas.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in New Zealand, the dogs can drive, and they're in the police force, so it's the next best thing, I think.
Koalas with phones.
Yeah.
That would take that would be some amazing Instagram footage, wouldn't it?
Well, they've got the aerial shots and everything. Upside down shots.
Just imagine, instead of people taking photos of animals and wildlife,
it's animals taking
Instagram
pictures of people.
We're just at the tops of our heads, just walking along. This could be amazing. I like this.
Accidental live stream of koala, in a tree.
Exactly. Amazing.
If we could teach them English, there'd be
Apple's
posts
marketing,
on there like,
they're missing out.
Come
on
find us. We've got a great new idea.
They know where we are.
Yes, we've got more information on this. We have got details on the specifics. We're not going to release. So we've been planning this for years. Another interesting thing I discovered a little while back. Did you know that water makes different pouring sounds depending on its temperature?
No.
Temperature, no.
Temperature, yes. If you listen very, very, very closely, you can actually hear it. If you've got good, I've got the best hearing. But hot water and cold water sound slightly different when they're being poured. The heat changes the thickness, the density of the water, and it just sounds...
I'm going to have to go home now and just try pouring lots of different types of water.
Yeah, I'm going to make a tea and pay extra attention to it.
Interesting sound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what else have I got here? Let's find something. Okay, this one's a good one because we've been talking about koalas and stuff. Let's slip onto the sharks as well, shall we? These two are just in perfect harmony all the time.
I know.
This is surreal. Did you know that sharks can live for 5 centuries?
What?
Wow.
5 centuries.
Why would they do that?
I was going to say, pretty boring existence.
The researchers did carbon dating on a Greenland shark that was caught 4 years ago, and they found out it was around 392 years old. When they continued doing a bit more research, they realised that they could theoretically live to be about 512 years old.
The things they'd see.
That is astounding.
That is amazing.
That's really quite shocking.
Which actually means that somewhere out there are sharks alive in the ocean right now that were around and alive when Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa.
No.
That doesn't make me feel good.
Makes me feel
weird.
I feel uneasy about that.
Don't know why.
No, I know what I'm the same.
So if animals have a long memory,
the things they will have seen.
The things they would have seen, the things they could tell you.
Yeah.
Does anybody speak shark?
I was about to do a Dory quite big.
Not on a Sunday.
That's what you
I speak whale. I don't. Yeah.
Oh, Dory speaks amazing whale.
She does. No one can do it like Dory.
No one can do it like Dory. I tried many times.
Oh dear.
Oh wow. And on top of that, dinosaurs lived on every continent in the world.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Some people think they were sort of restricted to one particular area, but they weren't. They were all over the entire world.
That's cool.
And there's a lot of dinosaurs we haven't found out about that were so small that they haven't left any trace of evidence. The only reason we know about the bigger dinosaurs that were around is because they were big enough that their bodies were preserved. The bones have been preserved for this many centuries and so forth. But there's lots of small ones that have been lost to time because they're just small enough to be eaten away and decayed. And that's sad.
That is sad.
That
Imagine
is sad.
cute little dinosaurs, just the size of, I don't know. I'm not to say the size of
Mice.
fairies, but what is the size of fairies? What is the size of fairies? The size of a frog? I don't know. That'd be really...
Yeah, that would be quite cute.
Yeah.
The size of a fairy.
I don't know.
With the hair of a unicorn.
Exactly. Those are my frames of reference.
Using batteries out of Thunderbirds 3. Oh, wow. I want some fairy facts now.
Some fairy facts.
I'll try and make
fairy
some up.
facts, yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a think.
Yes, well, they're from Neverland. There we go. There's another one. J and Barry.
They're from Neverland.
J and Barry.
J and Barry. There we go.
They're from Neverland.
Apparently so.
Wow.
I'm not gospel for this, but apparently.
I thought perhaps they went to Neverland, but
Maybe
I didn't
they
think
do.
they were from there.
Oh,
You've
got me there. I don't know.
We're going to
We'll have to come back
give us
to
some
you.
thought. Give us some fairy thought.
Lost boys in Neverland, but none of them were from Neverland. A lot of them went
They're
to
not
Neverland.
originally from Neverland.
No.
True, but it's only the kids and Peter that go back to Neverland, isn't it?
Yeah, but Peter gets them from Neverland to take. This has turned into quite a
This
debate
is-
about.
Do
yeah.
you think the pirates ever left Neverland?
No.
Do you think they ever had
No.
enough happy thoughts to fly somewhere else?
No, they're cynical.
No.
They're cynical. They're mean.
Well, I don't know. They didn't start out as bad guys, did they?
No one's
No.
born bad.
No one's born
Yeah, no
bad.
one's born bad.
Nobody's born. I like that.
It's got quite philosophical.
I know, it's amazing. I was like, wow.
Oh, well, just in case you're not sure how to get to Neverland, I'm sure I remember it being second star to the right and straight on
Until
till morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think those happy
Smooth.
thoughts.
Of course.
Happy
Any
thoughts.
happy thought.
And speaking of happy thoughts, we've got some awesome tunes lined up.
Yeah.
So stick around to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. Whoop whoop. Past the Duchy by Musical Youth. Before that, we were listening to Handbags and Glad Rags by Rod Stewart. You're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and I'm joined in the studio by Georgia and Camille.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Today is Sunday,
It is.
the 25th of November,
A month.
which means there are just 35 days left until the end of the year and just 30 days left until Christmas.
That's terrifying,
That is
actually.
terrifying and exciting in equal measure.
Merry Christmas!
Great because
incredible.
of Christmas. Scary because of the end of the year.
I'm scared because it means I'm almost not a teenager
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Your big 2-0.
I'm the big 2-0 in, some days. Like I can't do the maths right now.
34 days, maybe.
34 days.
Starting to feel old?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much
Yes.
so. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's sad. Yes.
It being Sunday,
Almost
though.
20.
Oh no.
Yeah, almost 20. It
Well,
being
me.
Sunday, the 25th November, I have a little fact. I'm going to
Yeah.
throw a fact in here. It was
Take it away.
on this day in... I'm going to throw it out there and say 1985, but I might be wrong. That all the people gathered together to record Do They Know It's Christmas?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
on this day.
I love that
Smooth.
Christmas.
I've got some
song.
more. Do you want some more?
I want some more.
Yeah, I've been
She did so much
researching my
research this
facts.
morning. It's amazing.
On this day in 1965, Harrods closed their department store for the public so that the Beatles could do their Christmas shopping in private.
Peace.
Nice.
So don't get attacked.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, big stuff.
Epic stuff.
Wow. And in 1949 on this day, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer appeared on the music charts for the first time.
Oh,
That's the best out of all of them.
That's really lovely.
1969 on this day, John Lennon returned an OBE to protest against the
Yeah,
UK
I
support
read
for
that.
the Vietnamese War.
Yeah, I read that.
Yes.
And 1983, on this day, we saw the world's greatest robbery ever, with £26 million worth of gold
My
and
goodness.
diamonds and cash was stolen from Brink's Mat warehouse at Heathrow Airport.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
£26 million.
Goodness
That's
me.
a lot.
That's
Yes.
a lot.
2013 on this day, Disney released Frozen, the original
that
motion
seems
picture
like
soundtrack.
ages
That
ago.
does seem like ages ago.
Back in them there good old days when I was a wee whippersnapper.
I mean, yeah.
On this day in 1996, in Montreux in Switzerland, overlooking Lake Geneva, Montserrat Caballé
Caballé.
and Freddie Mercury's mum erected a 10-foot sculpture statue of him overlooking Lake Geneva to commemorate him.
It's really lovely.
I like this. I feel like we're competing against each other
I
for the
know.
best facts here. I've run out of great ones. I mean, I've got one more. 2017, last year, was the longest known frozen embryo to be successfully born, which was
Wow.
delivered in Tennessee. It was called baby Emma Wren Gibson, which was frozen in October the 14th, 24 years ago.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
there could
incredible.
be record length between donation and delivery.
Wow.
Record length, I even done it like that. Because my arms
This
are a
long.
record length.
Oh, dear.
I'm still reeling over this whole. I'm feeling so old. I'm going to be 20 soon.
I'm sorry, I'm a very dramatic person.
I'm halfway to 70.
Don't think anything. I'm just very dramatic.
Don't think anything of it.
I'm also the oldest in our house, so I'm like, oh, I'm just turning 20 by myself. And I was like, calm down. Daisy's in like a couple of days after me, so she's like, hang on, wait for me. I'm like, fine. Yeah.
You know, the number one song in the UK 5 years ago today was "Somewhere Only We Know" by Lily Allen.
Oh,
'Cause of the John Lewis
John
advert.
Lewis advert with the animation and the,
Yeah, with the hair and the hair and the bear.
The Hare and the Bear.
That one's a classic.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Tears.
Yeah, tear-jerking.
Tear-jerking.
Yeah.
And 10 years ago today, the number one song in the UK was If I Were a Boy by Beyonce.
Oh, tune.
Good song.
And the number one song in the UK on November the 25th, 15 years ago by Mandy was Westlife.
Ooh,
Mandy by Westlife.
Westlife.
Yes.
What a nation.
20 years ago today, the UK's number one was Believe by Cher.
Oh, Cher.
What a
That
tune.
makes me happy. Yeah.
And that got me curious, so I went way, way, way back in time to
Ooh.
35 years ago.
Nice.
1983, when I
Lovely.
was born, almost 20. It was Uptown Girl by Billy Joel.
Oh.
I love that song. I love Billy Joel so much.
I love Billy Joel. Yeah. So good.
We also have some awareness days today.
Mm.
We have 3 entire awareness days today that I'm aware of.
Okay.
So successful awareness days. We have today is White Ribbon Day, who are currently using the slogan "Stand Up, Speak Out" with the aim to help stop family violence. We have International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, a second awareness day, and the third one is 16 Days of Action Against Domestic Violence, which also starts today for the next 16 days. So that's 3 awareness campaigns starting today with a very distinctively similar topic.
Yeah.
So if you've been affected by domestic violence, you can find help and support at victimsupport.org.uk or crimestoppers-uk.org, who also have a free phone number you can call anonymously, which is 0800 555 111. On that note, what do you say we throw on a few more tunes?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm excited
I'm
about the
still
tune.
Oh, do you want to introduce this one?
This is a request from my dad that I got.
Hi,
I really
Ross.
wanted to. Yeah, I really wanted to play a request for him. So last night, The Strokes.
Last
for
night,
you.
The Strokes.
This one's for you.
This one's for you. Thank you for listening. Awesome. Tell It's My Heart by Taylor Dane. Another song request we had into the studio from whom and where?
From Charlotte.
Our housemate.
Our housemate, yeah.
Who's listening in.
Charlotte, our housemate. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the song request. I'm so glad we
Yeah, it
had
was a
it
good
on
one.
the system. I get so nervous when people say, "Can you play this?" And I'm like, "I hope it's on the system."
Yeah.
You're listening
You
to
feel like letting them down. You're like, sorry, I interrupted you there.
Go for
Carry
it.
on. No, I was like, you feel like you're letting them down. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
You're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow, and I be finding me some shiny treasure because I've got me in the studio, Camille and Georgia.
Hello.
from their show on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Check it out because they play some of the best music ever. They talk about some of the most amazing and chill out morning topics ever to exist. And it's just
Christmas.
Christmas.
That's what we talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, we got Christmas. Oh my god, so close to Christmas.
I know, I
close.
can't wait.
And so I've seen people complaining because, like, almost a month ago, there were like shopping centres playing Christmas
yeah.
music at the start of November.
Can't help
We
it.
just
Love
gotta
it
get
so
over
much.
that, you know, because how long do you have to enjoy it? Not long.
This is the thing. People who say they start celebrating Christmas at the start of December, I say
No.
25 days is not enough.
No.
I have too much festive cheer,
Yeah.
too much Christmas cheer for just 25 days.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Can't fit
I
it all in
like
one.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
So I do not mind if people want to start celebrating Christmas in the middle of August. That's their business.
I'd happily do that.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't
Go
mind.
for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
There are much stranger things going on in the world. There are much worse things going on in the
Exactly.
world. If
It's
somebody wants
celebrating happiness at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yes, indubitably. It's celebrating happiness. Indubitably.
It's a good word, that.
Indubitably. It is. It's difficult to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to try.
I won't try. Sad face.
Well, so we've ended up on a lot of topics about animals, dinosaurs, koalas, with
I know.
Sharks.
yes, ants, yes,
That
and
tripped us up enormously.
Oh,
though.
yeah, the ant one.
We don't
ant
mention
one,
Antgate.
which, yes, we'll keep it a secret.
Yeah.
It's not going on YouTube.
No. Exactly.
Well, the whole world's going to know that we think
Yes, you shop will have no clue.
The whole world.
The whole world.
As many as 10 viewers.
Yes. Get in.
Oh, wow. Okay, so sneezing.
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 segue.
Totally, yes. I'm just. I know. I do the most awesome segues. They merge so beautifully.
I like that.
So is it like a
New
sneezing
topic.
pro or
New topic.
con? Yay or nay?
Yeah,
What?
sneezing, yes or no?
Sneeze. How fast do you think the sneeze is?
Oh,
How
okay.
fast
What,
do you
like
think-
miles
the
per
speed of
hour?
sound?
Or?
Was it? Yeah. 'Cause
20 miles per hour.
if we sneeze at the right angle, it'll hit the moon.
Yeah, does it depend on the temperature? Does it...
Well, that's true. Wait, what,
Oh,
in,
wow.
in what measurement? No,
Science.
we've been tricked before.
Yeah,
Yes.
not again.
Before. You've got to think about this.
Oh wow.
How so? Like, what are you measuring the speed in?
Miles per hour.
Miles per hour.
Miles per hour.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
5 miles per hour you in a car is like driving over really, really slowly over a speed
I'm
bump.
going to take your word for that. I don't drive. So.
Interesting.
Okay.
But then you do... Well, I guess... If you when you sneeze, it's like a one-off quick action, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I guess it could reach speeds rather high,
Yes.
but not ridiculously so.
Not the speed of sound.
I mean, I think that's a bit...
Extreme.
a bit
Trying
too
a bit hard.
far. Yeah.
Wow.
Could you imagine if you sneezed a speed of sound?
You'd be like oh dear. We don't have an answer for that. I think that's what we've come up with.
I
Okay,
reckon
fine.
it's about... I don't want to say something ridiculous, that's the thing.
Honestly,
I'm going to
I
go
have
for
no
7 miles per hour.
Let's go with
You're
that.
going to go for 7 miles per hour.
Is that too fast?
Interesting. Do you have any guesses? Are you good with 7?
No, I'm going with 7.
She knows.
Lucky number
she-
7.
Okay, the average sneeze checks
no.
in at around 100 miles per hour,
Stop it.
which is 100 miles per hour.
That's
which is
ridiculous.
We're 93 off.
That's that's faster than a cheetah can run, and 4.5 times faster than Usain Bolt.
That's ridiculous.
We've got something over Usain Bolt and cheetahs.
Well, I mean, he sneezes too. So do they. He's got it over himself, really, hasn't he?
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's true. He tripped himself
Got it
up,
over
really.
you.
Imagine-
Wait for me to sneeze. You won't be running.
Exactly.
Imagine if he ran at the same time as he sneezed. That would be
He's
quite a
very-
I think he's-
multiplied speed. wouldn't
Yeah,
it? That,
completely.
That could potentially break the sound
They
barrier.
wouldn't be able to get it on camera. They'd be like, oh.
I
What,
find
the
that really
sneeze or the
quite
run?
shocking.
Yeah.
Really quite shocking, that fact. But
Understand
also,
it.
more shocking is, who measured the speed of the sneeze? Like, who and how is what I want
Do
to
you just
know.
get people who are allergic to things and then just hover stuff under the nose and be like, right,
Yeah, but how do you like...
Just rub someone with a cat.
and sneeze. But I don't get how they measured it.
No.
How do you measure the speed of a sneeze?
How do you measure air? How do they measure wind?
I don't know, actually.
These are all really good questions.
Yes. We need answers that we
yeah.
haven't got.
Again,
So if any
classic
of you
students.
out there are
Windologists.
oh, I've just received a message from my
what?
dearest mother saying,
Sweet.
George, 7? And I guess that means that's
Absolutely
ridiculous.
not.
That's a ridiculous suggestion. 7? What am I doing? I'm sorry, Mum, that I've let you down. I'm not here to study biology.
Oh, bless.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
wow! Another interesting, very short and sweet fun fact here is that the patent for the fire hydrant was lost in a fire.
No.
Wait, say that again?
The patent for a fire hydrant was lost in a fire.
The
Oh, that's
irony.
funny.
That's the.
The irony.
Oh wow!
dear.
Okay, so now we're talking about rubbing people with
I'm
cats.
still reeling about that sneeze fact.
At 7 miles per hour and 124 humans.
We're not doing well today, are we, Camille?
We
It's a
aim low.
Sunday.
I realise we aim quite low,
You're-
and we should stop
I think
that.
we don't want to seem ridiculous. That's
No.
the thing. And if I'd said 100 miles per hour, it would have been like
So,
bit of a guess.
We want to
isn't
make it seem like we're thinking it through, but instead of going, oh, gazillion,
I
it's
feel
like
like
you
we-
have not thought that through.
so
feel
this is the
like we
thing.
really-
If you said 100 miles an hour, you know the answer would be about 2 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you seem silly.
Well, now we seem silly anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, apparently, it's a little fact. My father says
Oh.
wind
Darth
is wind is measured using an anemometer.
And then an anemometer.
Can I-
An anemometer.
Can I
an
add
anemometer.
something to
Thank
that?
you.
An
Because
anemometer.
Anemos in ancient Greek means wind.
Oh,
That's why it's an anemometer, 'cause it's measuring wind.
And then an anemometer.
An
Oh, I'm
anemometer.
getting it from everywhere now. My
Whoa!
mum says you can never let me down, but 7 was ridiculous. Christy, who requested earlier, is texting me saying, "Gee, 7 miles per hour? Question mark? Question
You're
mark?
getting
question mark."
attacked at all sides.
But I feel like I'm not I'm not deserving of this backlash.
Well,
I tried,
no.
okay?
All of these questions have been thrown at Georgia and Camille out of the blue with no pre-warning, no
preparation.
concept, no nothing. I've been
It's not
skipping
rigged.
through topics faster than Mastermind.
Faster than the sneezes.
Faster than a sneeze.
It's just a bit overwhelming.
and I've had no time to even consider these thoughts. And honestly, these are questions that nobody would have considered thinking about in the past normally. This isn't, you don't sit there watching Netflix and suddenly
Exactly.
think, I wonder how fast my sneeze is.
Although about the water fact earlier,
Yes.
Daisy did text me saying, if you'd watched QI, you would have known that.
Oh, she would say
Because
that.
last
She
night I was
loves
like, I don't
QR.
want to watch QI. She was like, well, if you'd watched it, you would have known.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, now I'm getting text saying disgraced. You try.
Yeah, that's.
Oh wow! I think we need to throw in a few more tunes.
I think we do.
Leave the sneezing
to
behind.
get over the,
Yes, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a few tweaks right here.
Ooh.
I'm going to make a few tweaks. I'm going to do this while talking into the microphone because I like making funny
This
shapes.
is. It's
Let's
kind of
do
like the
this.
Madness album cover where you're like,
Ooh.
woof, the
Yeah.
Madness album cover where they're all kind of.
Oh yes,
That's what it reminded me of just then.
We need
There's
more.
a really on that topic. There's a really good advert that's just come out recently. It's about a dog. Well, it's not about a dog. I can't remember what it's for, but a dog's walking through a park, and you know, the opening of Park Life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically rewritten the speaking bit, and the dog's doing it, and you'd love it. I thought of you when I saw
That
it. It's
would make
really
me
good.
so happy.
So go watch that.
Sorry. There we go.
I like that. Stick around. Stick around to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. Dancing in the Streets by Mick Jagger and David Bowie. Before that, we had Footloose and Kenny Loggins. You're listening to Insanity Radio 103.2 FM. I am White Shadow and I'm joined in the studio by
Camille.
and
Georgia.
And check out their show on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock in the morning because they'll be playing some of the most awesome 20th century music. And maybe just a little hint of country coming in the
a
near future.
little hint. Yes. Maybe not that little,
Maybe
but
a
a
big
hint.
Maybe a big hint.
Yeah.
Hints of country music. Oh,
Yeah.
And Christmas music.
And Christmas music.
And Christmas music.
And
If you listen to the show, you
music.
know how obsessed we are with Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the last 3 weeks, we've been like, it's not Christmas, but it's not Christmas either.
So we're going to do it subtly, and you might not
Yeah.
even know it's happening, and they'll be singing to a Christmas song, and
Yeah.
you won't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you won't know you're listening to sleigh bells.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, you'll be dancing away, prancing away. You'll be chugging on home from work and it'll just...
Driving home for Christmas,
Driving
maybe.
home, yeah, just like Chris Rea.
Oh.
With a thousand memories.
That was
Thank
impressive.
you. That's
That
like
was
one of my
incredible.
favourite songs, so yeah, it's good.
Okay, we have only got about 3.5 minutes left of
My
this
goodness.
show before we have to
Yeah.
clock out until next week.
I know.
So thank you so much for being
Thanks
here.
for having
Yeah,
us.
this is really
It's been
exciting,
so
yeah.
good.
You two have
So
been
much fun.
absolutely amazing. I want to glue you to the chairs and have you on the show every single week. Every week.
We'll be here.
Yeah,
Oh, it is incredible. Yes. Okay, one more very quick, interesting fact that's going to leave you
go for it.
stumped.
Oh,
Not if it's
another
going to
one.
text me anymore.
Because
I
I
can't
can't
handle
test you.
that.
I'm not
Can
going to
I
test you with
handle?
this. Did you
Okay.
know that once upon a time, many years ago, trees were not biodegradable
What?
because bacteria hadn't evolved to start eating away at the wood. So naturally, they'd just sort of start getting very, very old. They'd fall, and the only way they'd actually break away was with like unthinkable sized forest fires and stuff like that,
Wow.
burning them
My
down, which is
goodness.
where a lot of today's coal came from.
Dad, do you know this?
Yeah, Ross.
Do you know this? This
know
is
this?
amazing. Wow.
It was only as bacteria started to evolve, it started to figure out how to start eating away at the dead trees, and then they started becoming biodegradable.
Goodness.
Wow.
So even trees have evolved.
Yeah,
Even bacteria's
Ah.
evolved
In fact, yeah, exactly.
everything's evolved.
to the point
Yeah.
where they can tuck into trees.
Yeah. Nom nom.
That's crazy.
Imagine treevolution. Smooth.
Treevolution.
Treevolution.
Oh,
dear.
wow! So have you got a plan? Have you got a theme for next week's show?
Well, we
Yeah.
were thinking actually we're going to have a segment of music inspired by the 20th century.
Yeah.
So we want to play some Father John Misty.
An amazing guy.
Yeah, we both love him a lot.
Yeah. And then
Um,
the Lemon Twigs.
Lemon Twigs, which is Camille's.
Yeah. They're quite a new band.
They're
I'm
both
gonna
quite
be
good. They're very 70s.
So 70s in sound and appearance. And yeah, I'm going to be seeing them live. very
Ooh,
cool.
get you. And hopefully we can be playing some Jarvis Cocker, some of his solo stuff.
Yeah, because
Away from pulp.
Yeah, that's not necessarily 20th century.
Yeah.
So that's how we get around that.
Nice.
And of course, some
Nick Cave.
Christmas songs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Nick Cave.
Yeah.
But also Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Awesome. I would recommend you to set up a Facebook page for your show so that people can start following and you can start dropping some hints of what's to come.
Actually, we get requests that way.
Yeah,
that'd be quite
that.
cool.
You could get requests that way.
I don't know if we're big enough.
I know. Oh.
Start making it happen. Make this a thing.
We need a title for our show.
Yeah,
That's what we really need.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Because we don't have a name.
Maybe
No.
your title could be "We need a title for our show."
Yeah, working title.
Working title. Oh, I quite like that.
Oh, this might have been Epiphany on air.
Watch
Epiphany
out.
on air. You heard it here first. Wow. So, have you got any plans for the rest of today?
Rest of the day.
Rest of today.
Well, you're working on Dorian, aren't you?
Yeah, Dorian Gray is the Drama Society play that's happening. I am assistant stage managing, so I'm shifting furniture essentially, and it's looking really good. And
Yeah, I
it's
think
the
I might
second
go and
night.
see it tonight.
Opening night was very good, and it's the second of 4 nights. So if you're listening,
Yeah, so if you're listening and you want to see it, you can get your
we've
tickets.
been plugging Drama Society as
I
well.
know, look at us go. Student
I know.
tickets or otherwise, any other people who want to come
Yeah,
and see
tickets
it.
on the door as well.
Yeah, and tickets on the door.
Where can we find out more online?
If you go to the
website.
SU events website, or SU and then to the events section, you can find out how to buy tickets there.
Yeah, they have all the
And
events.
for
whether-
people who aren't at the university but want to come check it out, is it open to the general public?
Yeah.
it is.
so
£7 tickets for
For
non-students.
purchasing, because it's like Amazon, so you can click on a ticket and then you can have a guest sign-in
Yeah.
thingy.
Awesome.
Or it's on the door,
Yeah.
probably.
Awesome.
I think it's £7 and then 5 for students.
If you want to check it out, su.rhul.ac.uk/events, you will find it listed there.
Yeah.
That's the link.
Awesome. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. I have 30 seconds left. I
Oh
can
my
see
goodness.
Right now they're just sort of staring.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Oh,
if they're staring
I
at the
think-
time or the playlist. Oh,
No, I think we want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you
a
so
lot.
much.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
it's
us.
been
It's been so much fun, and your show is awesome.
Yeah,
so everyone
so
come
cool.
listen.
Yeah,
thank you
love
so
the
much for
facts.
being
Love
on the show
everything. Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the facts when I
Yeah.
leave, apart from the ones that challenge
You
my
mean
brain.
You're welcome back anytime. Please do
Oh,
come back
thank
soon.
you.
I would love to have you back soon. Please
Yeah,
do come
sure.
back
We'll be
soon.
back.
Would be good.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Until then, we have the Insanity Radio chart show coming up straight after this, from 4 o'clock till 6, I do believe.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh,
Get
no,
that
2
chance.
till 4. There we go. 2 till 4.
2 till 4.
That's the one. 2 till 4. The Insanity Radio's very own chart show. So stick around for that. It's time for us to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Thank you for all the song requests and thank you
Yeah.
for-
Yeah, that was cool.
Wow, so much
So much good music.
Yeah.
so much of good everything, and some amazing listeners. You've got so many good
Yeah.
friends. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
lovely loyal friends and family.
It's definitely time for us to
Yes.
go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready, let's get ready, let's get ready to rumble. Watch us wreck the mic, watch us wreck the mic, watch us wreck the mic. Psych. Let's get ready.